What's going on, everybody? Myler here. I hope you're all safe and well during this world pandemic that's going on. I'm going to take a couple of minutes and answer a few questions here from FINNTRAIL about my machine and why I decided to modify it the way I did. So the first question is, tell us about your machine, model, manufacturer, and so on, and why did I choose it? It is a 2015 Can-am Renegade XXC 1000. I chose the Renegade because I've always liked them. This is actually my second one. I like the Renegade. They're more sporty, aggressive look, and when the digital camo came out, I just had to have one. I sold my 2013 right away and got this one. Next question is, how did you upgrade your ATV? Okay, so we'll start with the motor first. 2.5 years ago, the motor was replaced with a Mr. RPM 1020 big bore kit. Everything was done to it: rods, pistons, crank, Maverick race heads in it, cams, race intake, 54mm throttle body, solid motor mounts. I had the ECU reflash by Monster EFI here in Canada, and I used a Power Commander 5 and auto tune on it. Suspension and lift wise, it's the stock XXC Fox shocks. I have a 3/4 inch spring spacer in there, a 1.5 inch high lifter bracket lift in there as well, and I have arched front high lifter A-arms. Axle wise, I got two Warthogs up front, one Demon in the back, and one stock in the back. Axles change all the time because they snap, and whatever is available at the time is what I go with. Exhaust, I'm using a HMF Performance Series. I've had it since day one in the bike. It has vector tips on it, so they look a little bit different than normal, but they sound great and I love them, so I will continue to use them from here on out. Tires and wheels, I have 29.5 inch Super ATV Assassinators on 14 inch Traxxon rims, I think they're called. I can't really remember. They were the quickest rims I could get at the time because I needed these tires so bad. I'm also running a 1 inch wheel spacer all around. My snorkel kit is from Pines Power Sports Marine, custom kit from Mech Mike. They don't sell the snorkel kit, but if you bring your bike to them, they will install it. My floorboards are from Full Throttle Power Sports here in Canada as well. Great floorboards. I think I will soon invest in a more race style set to shed some weight and change the look. For clutches, I'm running QSC STM combo with a Maverick Belt. It's bulletproof. I've ran it for years and I will continue to do so. Headlight wise, I'm using the HID Dura Series bulbs from NL Light Bar and Off-Road Accessories. I am running green farm running halos as well for extra look. Right now, winch wise, I'm just using the Canadian Tire brand Champion winch. I got it on sale for $90 and they're great winches. My Warren needs to be rebuilt, and for $90, if it breaks a year later, bring it back and they'll either warranty it or just buy another one for $90. Quick and easy. I also have this Boss audio system that I've recently got, and I can't wait to blast some tunes this summer while smashing some mud. I get a lot of questions about my shifter. It's a PPSM knuckle shifter that I got from Pines when I had the bike built. You can get a similar one from Original Mod Designs, but it is not exactly the same, but it's still pretty cool. For rack, I'm just using the BRP Catalog Outlander rack with the Renegade mounts. For air filters, I just put in a twin air filter. I was using K&N for the past 3 or 4 years, but I just decided to swap it out. I also, where this is a XXC model, I had a XMR Outlander diff swapped into this back in 2015 when I built it, just to give it a little bit of a sturdier rear end. Why does change and for what purpose? Axles change all the time just because I break them, and I like to try whatever's new on the market or whatever's easiest for me to get my hands on at the time. Tires, I've swapped them out every now and then. I've been on the Assassinators now for the last 2 years, but I'd like to swap out to a trail tire eventually, but that's another piece that actually changes quite often. Okay, next question. What brands do you trust in tuning? I like Super ATV. They make pretty well anything for ATVs and side-by-sides nowadays. Rhino axles are great. I'm thinking about switching back to those possibly. I had the best luck with those. They make the Assassinators. They were like a breakthrough mud tire when they came out now a few years back. Another company I like is the Dura series from my buddies at NL Light Bars. I got the synthetic ropes. I'm running their headlights. High lifter, they make great products as well. Those arched A-arms that I have in the front, probably the best thing I put on the bike, to be honest. I love the look of them. And Can-am, of course. Next question. How do you plan to upgrade your ATV? Or how else do you plan to upgrade? I don't really plan to upgrade it anymore. I'm pretty happy with the way it is now, and if I do anything with it in the future, it'll be getting a set of trail tires and just bombing around. Or if I go super crazy with it, I'm gonna take the lift out, slam it down, stretch it, put a set of slicks on it, and take it out to the track and see what kind of time I can do on the 8th mile. Last question. Advice for a beginner. How the owner of a stock ATV should start to upgrade his bike for mud riding. First thing I would do with any bike is get a proper clutch kit for it, or a full set of clutches if possible. Pair it with a good mud tire, like a 30-inch Silverback, for example, one of the cheaper and better known tires. A good belt is key. Maverick Belt if you got a Can-am. G-Force Gates belts are pretty good too, but they are not as good as a Maverick in my opinion, the BRP one. Good winch with synthetic rope, so when you're free spooling it out, you don't kill yourself. Rad kits and snorkels are not 100% necessary unless you're getting into some crazy like situations. If I had to pick, I'd go rad kit over snorkels. Just because you don't want your bike to overheat on the trails, and it's a pain in the ass when it does overheat on the trails. But I mean, snorkels is something you could avoid, but I mean, if you're riding, even on trails, you're getting dirt and debris and dust packed into your rad all day long, it's not fun when it overheats. Hey, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope it wasn't too long and boring, but I figured I'd just do this right quick. Hopefully this pandemic stuff will start to taper off and everybody can get back to their normal lives. Thanks for watching. See ya.